Okay, so I am in China right now, and yet again, I get to ride in another Mercedes because of the wealth in China. Everybody in China thinks I own a Mercedes, and they're surprised to hear that. Well, actually, I do. I own a 1987 junked out Mercedes that doesn't run. But I'm Calvin.
Hello.
There he is. That's Calvin. So we're talking about Chinese food, and we're talking about people liking Chinese food, maybe in America, or do they know about it, or if somebody wanted to move from China to the United States, would they be shocked at the food? And they'll be tremendously shocked at the food because China, you don't eat anything in cans, right? Nothing in cans.
Yeah, how to say? Now that in China, some like kids, for kids they like to go to KFC or
children like the fast food restaurants.
Only children like that. But for adults, I think most people they don't like that.
Right, they eat healthy.
We eat at house. Right?
But you don't eat in a metal can, right? The food prepared in a can at the grocery store.
We don't eat much.
No, you don't eat it like that. Yeah.
Yes.
So I was telling you, in the United States, all the Chinese food across the whole United States is Americanized.
So you have tried pure Chinese food. So that's totally different, right?
Totally different. Chinese food in China, in all of the different areas, is completely different than any of the Chinese food available in the United States. So if you went to a Chinese restaurant in the United States, you would have things. You taught me the phrase "gai jiao fan," which means on top of rice. It means food on top of rice.
Okay.
Right? You taught me that last year. Gai jiao fan.
Yeah, gai jiao fan. Yes. Yeah. That's very in China. We call it fast food.
You call that fast food?
Fast food, yes.
So
very simple cook and fast, right?
So that's all Chinese food in the United States. It's all with rice or on top of rice.
But in China, normally we don't eat that, except we don't have time. It's very rush time. I have to eat fast. So
if you're rushing fast, you try to eat that type of food. So, would you say in general people don't eat very much rice in China? It's like a restaurant, you kind of got to order it, right?
You mean rice, right?
Yeah, rice. You don't eat a lot.
Actually, for rice, China is big.
Right.
In North China, normally people eat bread.
We eat bread, okay.
Yeah, like me. I was born in North China. When I was young, I always eat steamed bread, steamed bread.
Yeah. Like a steamed bun.
Yeah, steamed bun, like bread, something like that. But in South China, because of the temperature, because the water is in South China is more. There is more water and river, and it's good for. And the weather is more hot.
Fish.
Yes,
fruit.
More easy for the rice.
Okay, so you can grow more rice in South China.
Yes, in South China, everybody eat rice, but in North China.
But what about every meal?
Every meal for North China, we eat bread. But of course, in cities, normally people eat more rice than bread. But in some, like how to say, in 40%, you can say 40 to 50%, we eat bread, and even 60% people gonna eat the rice because rice as the main cuisine.
Okay.
Main food.
I've just been to a lot of restaurants where there was no rice on the table at all for the whole meal.
Yeah, but
like in Wenzhou, no rice.
Yes, some places they don't have. You have to ask them.
You have to ask them. You have to order it.
Yeah, you have to order it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was noticing.
Yes.
So, but I mean, it's still it's prevalent, but it's not every single meal, every single time, every single place, every single body.
Yeah,
all the time.
For Chinese people, they think that for the rice and the bread, it can make you fat easily.
Yes.
So we don't eat
carbohydrates.
Much like that. We eat more
vegetables and meats,
fruits and meat.
Yes.
We eat this, then we can get full. Then don't need to eat the bread and rice.
Right, because you get
That's
fat.
what we are thinking about.
Carbohydrates.
Yes.
Now, also another thing that you may not know. So you go to a restaurant here in China, and they give you hot water or they give you tea, and it's always a small little cup, a little tiny little bitty cup, little tiny cup. But in the United States, it's normally something cold, like with ice, and then it's always a larger glass.
Yeah.
So your water is never going to be hot water. And of course, we drink tea, but we drink tea maybe for breakfast sometimes or nighttime. But at the restaurants, people are not getting tea very often. Not very often. But here in China, it's all the time, everywhere.
Kind of culture.
Yeah, it's a culture. It's a culture, yeah.
And when Chinese people, especially when businessmen like us, when we sit together, the first thing is we cook tea.
Yeah, make some tea.
Cup.
Yeah.
You see, when we talk about something maybe we spend 1 or 2 hours. If we just sitting there, talk, and then that's boring.
And then smoking too.
Yeah,
they pass around the cigarettes.
Some people that.
What about you? You don't smoke, do you?
No, I don't smoke.
No, me either. So you're always having to tell them no thanks.
More and more young people, they don't smoke.
They don't smoke.
But the tea is like
everybody's drinking tea.
Culture. Everybody drink.
Culture. Yeah.
Red tea, black tea, white tea. So many kinds of
I didn't know about red tea. I knew about green tea, black tea, gray tea.
Green tea is popular, but nowadays red tea is more popular.
Okay.
Black tea, white tea, so many different kinds of teas.
That's awesome.
And when you go to, as you say, when you go to restaurant, people can offer you hot water. That's
hot
kind
water.
of hot water. Yeah. That's kind of culture because Chinese people more like hot water.
Yeah.
Especially in summer, especially the old people, they can say that hot water is gonna be good for your health.
Okay.
If you drink cold water, maybe you feel cool, it's so comfortable, but it's not good for your health.
Yeah.
So if you drink hot water, but not very hot, of course, if very hot, it's gonna be not good for your throat.
Right. Yeah, that's good stuff.
That's why the small cup, we use small cup.
Yeah, small cups.
Because it's very hot.
Yeah, it cools down quicker. I guess in a small cup it'll cool down.
Small cup.
And then you could sip it easier. Yeah.
Blow it, then.
Yeah, then sip it, drink it down. Yeah. Wow. But I've been, man, it's good to know you. I'm happy I've got you down here in this area of China to come see and visit. We're gonna get these welders dialed in. And I'm going to finally have some of those welders that you guys make. You guys got 4 lines, right, that you test them on? I mean, 4 stations or 5 stations? You test them. You got 4 different stations on the factory line. I think you're testing them, right?
Sorry, you mean the welding machine?
Yeah, your welding machine.
Yes, there are 4 functions. 14 functions. Make function, cutting function, MMA function, and TIG function.
Right. On the assembly line, people are testing them to check their quality and their durability. Do you remember how many testing stations you have? I think you have 4 or 5.
4. Yes,
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, that's great stuff. So that's how I know
all the machines we have to confirm that all the machines sent out of the factory must be very stable.
Yeah, working well with no problems.
Working well, yes.
Because as you know, as I know, if you have a problem with one machine, it can cause you a major problem with a customer.
Yes.
Lose confidence and everything.
It's easy to. It's not very easy to find a customer, but it's very easy to lose a customer.
Yes, that's very true. That's very true. So we're here in some rush hour traffic in China, and it certainly is interesting being here.
Foshan City, I think.
Foshan City, mountains in the background. Yeah. Do you ever take any roads in the mountains? Do they have roads in those mountains? Any mountains?
Or not nearby, really? There's no big mountain, just a small mountain. You can find a small mountain.
Yeah. All right, like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, take care, comment. Hope you enjoyed the discussion on China and the red tea.